The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your burn.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 99.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
By Shaq Barrett.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. What's the run? They're running it.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
55.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, check it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight dog.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Raheem Mostert
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 32-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. Levante David in on the tackle.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. Hey, watch out. Check, right, 50. Hey, gun. I'm coming for you, son.
Garoppolo now. Gets this one to use check. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Mostert. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, alert 3. Check now. I got you. We got double up. Check nickel.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 4. Watch the twitch. Check.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check. Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Brady's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 3. Ozzy.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. There he goes, right side. Baby. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 50 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7.
For Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check 31. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Garoppolo. Open man is Ford. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 29 yards.
He got 29 yards that time.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Airing this one out for Evans. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Blue there. Safe. Hey, alert. Here we go, D. Out. Patch it.
Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
This is Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
The ball carrier.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Complete.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check, lucky. Check 37, check 37, check 24, check 24.
They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Buccaneers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
Brady's pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Big stop, let's go. Mike, check, 59.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Wide, get wide.
11.
Sled. Watch the safety creep. Jam.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike's at Hunt.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Hey, gun.
Here's Mostert. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
6-yard line.
Check. 25. Check 52.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
One, Omaha.
54. Check. Fresno.
Check.
You got tight right there. Check. Check 26.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Hey, keep it up. 36. Check. Crunch. He's checking. Crash.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch that. Shoot.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
44-yard line.
Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Check. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twins. Check. Stick.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Stop your body. Switch gears.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
McKinnon on the handoff.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, check 99. Check 99. Kill. Check safety.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 29. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch the ship.
To throw is Garoppolo, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Come on. Tighten up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 31. Buccaneers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Garoppolo looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
15-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
He's coming.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game.
Buccaneers.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10.